How are you doing, Garners? And today I have a special guest in my house. His name is Mina, and he has a fruit stand in the land, yes?
Absolutely.
And I found him through Montura Gardens, which you guys know I love them. They bring me all kind of trees to my doorsteps, and even I just got a
that's why I'm looking out
you
back
see?
now. Yeah,
Well,
you haven't showed me yet.
They just got me a Blanca Chirimoya from Cuba.
Okay.
So they're great. But anyways, he brought me a box of mangoes and some lychee. So we're gonna try a sunrise. I never had that one before.
Sunrise mango. There's a little bit of the sunrise colors right there, right?
I never had it, so
It's a good mango. Yeah.
I don't even have the tree.
Not a lot of people grow it that I know of, but it's sweet. It's rich, but not rich like a carry, and it does have a little bit of spice in it too.
Okay.
I like it. It's a good mango. So.
All right.
I already cut it earlier. You're not allergic to the skin or anything, right?
A little bit, but not too bad to die.
I always gotta ask.
It's
yeah.
okay. You know how we eat in Cuba, am I right? We don't use the knife. We don't got cutting board and all that fancy stuff.
We'll sample it for you, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah. And the mangoes have been a lot sweeter and flavorful this
Because
year.
it's no rain.
No rain and the heat. The heat, no rain, and also the smaller crops. So all three of those things help a lot with
You heard that,
the
guys?
grapes concept.
I guess the no rain helps.
With the sweetness, absolutely. The flavor too. If you actually get a lot of rain, especially within the last week or two, when the mangoes are maturing, they'll end up being washed out and very mild.
This is terrible. Every time that I eat a new variety, I say, this one is so good. It's almost better than the last one.
There's a few that
This is really good.
There's a few that you should try that they're a little tougher to get. Not a lot of people grow up. We'll try them. Yeah.
Wow. So he's gonna be my to-go guy because it's pretty close to me in a sense, and I'm probably gonna be getting some mangoes from him. So every time that I got the honor to have him in my house, I would do a video for you guys. So what else we have in the box?
Really just mostly Glens, lemon meringue, some lychees, Sweetheart, and Mauritius. I ran out to get you some of these Lunker Sweetheart.
Look at that, guys.
Here's one for the camera girl.
You know, we don't have. I have a Mauricio. I actually bought a Sweetheart from Julian Lara's farm.
Okay, yeah.
And it tilted, and I went on vacation to Cuba, and you know, the rest is history, you know.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. And then with the lychee mine, I've been scared to plant another lychee, you know, because I'm like, whatever.
I can always just speak from experience on that. But
Tell me.
Basically, everyone that has called, the ag to cut down their lychee and treat it with sulfur.
It helps?
Everyone that I know that's done that now has a stump tree that's still full of mite because you still have to keep up with the sulfur treatment,
Okay.
which is
It's a
not
pain.
cost effective.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
So almost all the lychees I've been picking from are from trees that have never been treated. They've been loaded with mite for 5-6 years now, good 5 years, and they still produce. So we lose about 10% of the crop to
That's not so bad.
damaged fruit from the mite. Yeah, but I mean we also always lose 10% of the crop to squirrels and birds.
Oh yeah, it's like.
Because also once they turn red, that they're not ready
That's
right
it.
away. You have
I mean,
you have to leave them on. Yeah, but so a lot of people pick them early, but you have to leave them on there.
If you pick it early, they're not as good. They're
They're not even worth really eating in my opinion. Unless you like the tart acidic stuff.
No, I don't.
I like the sweet stuff.
You know the mamoncillo?
Yeah,
The Spanish
Canecos.
life?
Yeah.
We call it mamoncillo in Cuba.
Definitely.
And if you don't wait until the last minute, you will never know what is a good mamoncillo, because it's like the flesh, the sweetness, all the richness. If not, it's just sour.
Yeah.
And
I've had good ones and really whatever.
I haven't had a good one here in the United States.
I've had a few, but
To
most
me-
of them are not that great.
To be completely honest, my son went on vacation a couple years ago to Bahamas, and he managed to snag something.
Oh, okay.
And I have like 10 fruit trees like this that I planted seed from those,
Oh, wow.
and those were good. Because I think it's the island though. It's just the Caribbean.
The weather, the soil, all
I don't know
that
what it
will,
is.
yeah, all that will have a difference. I mean, you could pick these same varieties of mangoes in different places in Florida, different soils, and they'll taste different.
Well, that's one thing that I told you. I have a kosher mango, and I'm gonna show you before it goes dark completely out there. And everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people said that kosher is not a good mango. I not agree with that. I am completely in disagreement. And remember, I came from a country that you have from one little mango like this.
Probably turpentine.
No, it's called Prieto.
Oh, okay.
Prieto.
Yeah.
To a mangoes like this big. Like this big, that
so
literally.
you guys got the range, yeah.
Yeah,
we have
a
a collection down at Fairchild, over 600 varieties there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that from what is his name? Dr. Campbell.
Richard Campbell.
Richard Campbell. I mean, I've been learning a lot. A lot of people think that I know a lot. Wish I know more now than when I started, but I just pay attention a lot. I listen to the people that actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah, talk to the experts.
You know what I mean? Because you go on Facebook and it's so much misinformation that you would
and
kill.
not just in plants, that's with everything. Actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to learn something, learn it from someone who's either doing what you want, has the results you want, and directly do that. But there's a lot of people who will give you advice and they can't even show you
the results
of their own advice.
And
that's
what
you gotta be careful. So just like anything in life, if you want something, learn it from someone who's already doing it.
Or do it yourself, and see your results.
But
because I mean, it's too bad delay. I mean, it was a huge storm here that probably stopped me from getting here earlier in the light. But most of the stuff that I learned, Mina, I learned it by my failure.
Experience, yeah.
When
experience is the best teacher without a doubt. And honestly, no matter what anyone tells you to or what you learn, sometimes it might be a little bit different. So someone might say, oh, if you pick this mango at this stage in this location, it might be great. It might be different for you. You might have a different experience. And you also might have a preference on
how you like it.
Buds too.
Exactly.
So there's always so much different variables with really almost everything.
And that's what I say when I do my YouTube videos. I try always to tell people exactly the truth. You know what I mean? Because I see a lot of YouTube videos and I just laugh because when you gardening, when you garden,
Yeah.
And you see these perfect videos with all this perfect thing, and that's a lie. You know what I mean?
You gotta get it set up nice for the video.
Exactly, but I'm not like that because then you're not teaching people. You know what I mean? Then people fail like I did. I started gardening in 2020 and it was a disaster. And you want to talk about disaster? Disaster because I was listening to all this crazy stuff and I was watching a lot of channels like from North. Obviously, Florida is a completely different animal.
Yeah.
And a lot of things didn't do good for me. And then I start learning from the mistakes and then do more research and more, I dig into hybrids, like for example with vegetables. I have cabbage and broccoli right now, we're in June. It's not raining and it's freaking hot and humid.
Yeah.
And they say that's impossible in Florida. I got tomatoes that I'm gonna be gifted to you. I'm gonna give you some tomatoes and some peppers and onions and all that stuff. But I mean, the same with fruit trees. I mean,
there's
it's
so
like
much inconsistencies with like everything. So even like when I used to fish, you can go out on the perfect day, textbook where you got before a full moon and the tides are perfect and the water temperature is perfect and you got the right bait, and you're in the right spot and everything's ideally perfect textbook and the bite's horrible. And then you can also go out the next day and opposite textbook, the weather's horrible.
And then you got it.
And the bite's amazing. So there's inconsistencies even with. I'll give you an example. A lot of the glens, especially in the beginning of the year, some of the first ones that will ripen up, if you look at this glen, it's pretty plump. You'll start seeing some of the tree ripened glens, and they're not even as close to plump like this, but they're full flavor, they're mature. So that's an inconsistency as well, just like that.
I think sometimes the one that ripen first, they're not as good.
They've been full flavor.
They've been good.
Yeah, they've been
really?
full and mature and everything. But again, just look at this.
Like the shoulders.
And the plumpness, because once they hit a size, they'll really just start plumping up until they're about ready. So.
Well, guys, I gotta let you go. I'm gonna try to show him something before it gets completely dark out there.
Get struck by lightning.
I know, I don't want to get struck by lightning. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna put the information on Mina's in the description of the video, so that way if you guys want to buy some trees or want to buy some fruit, as you can tell, the fruit looks beautiful, and it's kind of hard to find out these days, and the prices, I mean, you can negotiate with him, whatever, but I think the prices are also good compared to what I'm seeing out there. As always, thank you so much. I see you guys in the next video.